This great effort requires great sacrifice.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
That the forces of Germany have surrendered to the United Nations. The flags of freedom fly all over Europe.
This was their finest hour.
By direction of the Secretary of the Army, the Presidential Unit Citation is awarded to the 30th Infantry Division for extraordinary heroism and action and outstanding performance of duty against armed enemy forces from 6 August 1944 to 12 August 1944 in the vicinity of Mortain, France. On the night of 6 August 1944, following a hasty occupation of positions vacated by a friendly unit, the 30th Infantry Division and sighted units withstood the first of many attacks launched by an aggressive enemy making a desperate attempt to drive to the sea at Avranches to seal off the American penetration and sever the communications of the Third Army. Frequently, frontline companies, after heavy fighting, were overrun by the numerically superior enemy. Several of them, completely cut off from friendly units, exhibited great gallantry and fortitude against repeated attacks. Spurning enemy offers of surrender, it seemed that the almost overwhelming superiority of the foe in both personnel and armor would cause a complete breakthrough, when heroically the attack was stopped. Aggressively fighting back, the 30th Infantry Division and sighted units restored its original defensive lines, relieved its isolated elements, and destroyed the opposing hostile forces.
As we stand on this hallowed ground today, we here today have certainly not forgotten the heroism and sacrifice made by American citizen soldiers here 75 years ago. What perhaps has been overlooked by modern-day historians is the significance of this battle and of its rightful place in not only the Normandy campaign, but in the European theater of World War II. When you talk to these surviving veterans of the battle, very few, if any, understood at that time what they were up against or the strategic implications of their victory at the time. They tenaciously held their ground against overwhelming odds because it was their duty, and they did not want to let their fellow soldier down. What an honor is it to stand with the surviving veterans of this battle on the very same terrain they defended 75 years ago. We thank you for what you did here. We remember and honor your friends and comrades who gave their last full measure of devotion here, as well as those who are with us today now only in spirit. To paraphrase American President Abraham Lincoln, no one will long remember what we say here, but we can never forget what they did here. Heroism will never go out of date. Old Hickory, remember Mortain.